Well, hello guys, welcome back to Me and My Shadow. I hope this video is finding everybody well. It is a beautiful, beautiful September day here in Texas. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about safety. Just got done shooting a video in regards to emergency stopping. And I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video kind of in unison with it or whatever to talk about, I guess, the philosophy of the mindset. The philosophy of the mindset. That makes sense, Tim. Yes, why don't we talk about the philosophy of the mindset?
What just happened? What just happened?
What I'm trying to say, in my non-professional way, is every time you go out to ride, I believe that you ought to have a mindset. Yeah, riding a motorcycle is fun, yes. And definitely getting out and enjoying our time on the bike and riding with other riders and taking our loved ones out on rides, things like that are, that's the main focus, right? But what about safety? It's easy for, especially those of us that have been riding for quite some time, to just kind of take safety, as a second nature until something bad happens, right? Now, you can take all the safety courses that you want to and things like that, but in my opinion, honestly, if you do not have the right mindset, and it's not something that you have to be, oh my gosh, I've got to be so careful, I can't have any fun. It's not that. It's just basically keeping in the back of your mind some simple things that you want to always remember. Number one, be aware of your surroundings at all times. Keep your head up. Don't let all of the bells and whistles on your motorcycle distract you from what you're actually doing. It's much easier to be distracted when you're in a car than it is on a motorcycle, obviously. But still, the distractions are there. And if you allow them to kind of take your focus off what's really important, which is the road in front of you, then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. So one of my mindsets that I always try to remember is to make sure that I treat every ride as practice. Every intersection I come up to, like I'm coming up to this one right here, every intersection is an opportunity to practice, to hone my skills, to check my awareness, my situational awareness of what's going on with traffic, right? I see cars pulling in. I can see what speeds are going at. It's a mindset that you just kind of keep in the back of your mind. Now, this car is pulling out, obviously didn't see me. Both cars pulled out in front of me, and I'm immediately on the brakes, downshifting, getting ready for a stop that I may have to make suddenly. Right. Allow yourself plenty of time, guys, between you and the car in front of you. And if you got some jerkwad riding up your tailpipe, basically wanting you to go faster, don't lose your cool. Just know that whatever the following distance is that you have set before you, in front of the car, just know that the distance that you have, the traveling distance between you and the car in front of you is super important, because you always have to have time to react. Always have to have time to react. So if you got some jerkwad rolling up your tailpipe behind you, remain calm, remain patient, and slow down and get out of their way as soon as you can. I've been known to get mad at people and even flip people off every now and then. But it's not a good practice, because it's going to end up creating more problems than what it's really worth, right? So as I enter these really slow curves, even though I may have ridden down this road 100,000 times, which I have, I still keep in mind what I'm doing. What's my lean angle? What am I doing going into the curve? How much am I applying pressure to my handlebars to make the curve? How much lean? What's the apex? What's my speed going into the curve? The more you hone these skills, the better off you're going to be, and a safer driver you're going to be, safer rider you're going to be, and a more enjoyable time you're going to have, because nobody likes those heart-stopping moments. It's just like putting on your gear every day. I don't know if you guys are this way or not, but to me, honestly, I feel safer when I've got all my gear on. All the gear, all the time. I just feel safer. I'm not sure 100% why. It just makes me feel like I have this shield on, that I know that if I do go down on this pavement right down here, it's going to hurt less. Watch your attitude when you're out riding too. If you're really upset and pissed off about something, guys, man, my advice honestly is to probably stay off the motorcycle until you have a chance to cool down. Now, you still want to be able to ride and think about things and all that, but when you're really, really in the heat of the moment and you're pissed off, it's probably not the best time to jump on the motorcycle. You're not thinking clearly. Also, obviously, staying sober. I have nothing against people that drink or party at all, believe me. But I think there's a lot of irresponsibility out there when it comes to drinking and riding motorcycles, just like there's a lot of irresponsibility out there for drinking and driving, right? There's obviously a reason that you do not want to be impaired while you're riding a motorcycle or driving in a car. I personally do not drink, but that does not mean that you can't drink. Just do it responsibly. And if you've had too much to drink, like all of us have, park the bike somewhere, call an Uber, right? Have a friend that's not drinking take you home. You'll thank yourself for it, believe me. Reaction time and things like that are way down when you're impaired, and it doesn't take that much really to be impaired. For me, I don't know, just riding the motorcycle is a good enough high, but then again, that's just me. Take safety courses as much as you possibly can. I'm definitely not an expert. I'm just telling you things that actually help me to come home safe, usually every single time without a problem. Not usually, every single time without a problem. Yes, I've had close calls and mishaps and things like that, but I've survived them just through safety training, slow speed practice, proper technique, and always keeping in mind that I don't know everything. I am definitely not an expert. I can always learn something new. So don't think that you know it all. Because if you do, you're going to slack off. And it's when you slack off that we have problems. At least for me anyway. I know that's the truth for me. When I slack off, I got problems. Anyway, that's just some ideas for me, some safety tips and thoughts on being able to ride safely. I do have a bunch of new safety videos coming out in regards to slow speed maneuvers, tips, tricks, techniques, things like that. Go ahead. I was here last. Tips, tricks, things like that are going to be coming up on the channel. A lot of people returning to riding, a lot of people that are new riders that would like to see. So if you have anything in particular that you'd like to see, let me know. I just did a emergency braking video, and I'm going to be doing how to emergency brake while you're in a curve video as well. So stay tuned for all those. I hope you guys I hope it's informative. I hope you guys like the videos. Just keep in mind what I'm doing, honestly, is I'm trying to impart on you what works for me so that we all can get out and enjoy the ride and just get home safe, right? Anyway, Tim with Me in My Shadow. Thank you very much for watching the channel. If you have not already, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. And we will see you on the next video. Until then, everybody, please ride safe.